The views and opinions expressed by the guest author or speaker during this live session are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of Reader's Magnet. The content shared is for informational purposes only and does not constitute endorsement or promotion of any particular belief, ideology, or product.
Hello, authors, book lovers, and storytellers. Welcome to another awesome day here at RM Hive. You're tuning in at Readers Magnet's featured author interview. I'm your host, Revan, and our featured author today has published 3 books. She's been writing poetry, children's stories, and novels for many years. With her stories, she aspires to help as many people as possible. Everyone, let's welcome public speaker and storyteller, author of Missives of Wisdom from an Inmate, Ana Silvia Contreras. Hi, Ana. How are you? Thank you for joining us here today.
Yes, good morning. Super excited. Thank you for the opportunity for the interview. I'm really, really excited to be part of this project.
Yes. And you know what? I just actually stumbled upon your book on Amazon, Missives of Wisdom. And I'm actually intrigued by the by the synopsis of it. I love the drama. I should really have this book already. So by the way, Anna, what inspired you to write Missives of Wisdom from an Inmate? And what message do you hope readers take away from it?
I was actually inspired by the idea that wisdom often comes from unexpected places,
Mm-hmm.
even behind prison walls. So
Mm-hmm.
this book is actually about transformation. It's about
Mm-hmm.
resilience. It's about
Yeah.
the belief that no matter where you find yourself in life,
Mm-hmm.
you can always find purpose and hope. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
just, hoping and want for my readers to walk away feeling that change is possible for everyone.
Mm-hmm. True. I absolutely love that change is possible for everyone. So, all you viewers out there, I actually love that lesson. If you want to check out Missives of Wisdom from an Inmate, please go check out Amazon. The story is really great. So, by the way, Anna, the title suggests lessons and reflections. Can you share one of the most powerful missives or insights from the book?
Yeah, sure. So, one of the most powerful insights is that freedom is
Mm-hmm.
not only about being outside of a prison, it's
Mm-hmm.
also really, I really do believe it's a state of mind, right? The
True.
inmate's reflections reminds us that forgiveness, gratitude, and inner peace are choices that we can make, even in our hardest circumstances.
True. Yes. I love that actually. So, how does your book balance the inmate's personal story with universal lessons for all readers?
Yeah, so that's a great question, right? Because I
Mm.
think sometimes, the subject of the book may throw people off.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the setting is unique. The lessons are actually universal. So
Mm-hmm.
it's less about prison itself and more
True.
about the wisdom gained through struggle. So the readers discover that, these insights apply to their own lives,
Mm-hmm.
whether they are facing personal challenges, whether they're seeking growth or just searching for hope.
Nice. So, what I love about your story is that you, as an author, actually knows how to angle the story. So it is inmate in the title, but it's not actually just about being um in jail. So it's about this wonderful lessons, the drama. So yes, I'm so intrigued by the drama. So for all our viewers out there, go check um go check Missives of Wisdom from an Inmate by Ana Silvia Contreras on Amazon right now.
Thank
So
you.
Anna, your book touches on resilience, redemption, and hope. Why do you think these themes are so important today?
They really are really important. And I'll tell you why. It's because we live in a world where so many people feel
Mhm.
discouraged.
True,
Sometimes they
true.
feel lost, right? So,
Hmm.
resilience and redemption remind us that no matter what mistakes or hardships we face,
Hmm.
right, there's always room for renewal. Hope is what keeps us really moving forward. And this
Hmm.
book is filled with that, with a lot of
Hmm.
hope.
I really love that it's actually relevant for today. So hope is what's actually drive us to go forward. So even if like your life is like there's darkness all over your life, and so you think there's no hope at all at moving forward, there will always be that light that will lead you away from the negativities, from the bad experiences. There's always this, yes, redemption, resilience, and hope. I love this. I
Yes.
really love the message of this book. So yeah.
Yes.
So what role does faith, spirituality, or inner strength play in the wisdom shared in your book?
Wow. It actually plays a central role. So, in the book, the inmates' reflections show that faith,
Mm-hmm.
whether you believe in God,
Mm-hmm.
in oneself, or you have a greater, purpose in life,
Mm-hmm.
can carry us through those darkest times, right? You have that.
Mm-hmm. True.
Inner strength grows when we choose to trust that there is meaning even in our struggles.
Mm-hmm. I love that. I actually love that word that you said. There is meaning in every struggle. So
Yes.
let me just quote you on that on my Facebook status later. So
Thank you.
because it's actually true, right? So
Yes.
yeah, there's
Who
meaning
is
in
it?
every
Who isn't
struggle.
going through something, right?
True,
Right now, it
true.
doesn't matter. You could survey every single something.
Yes.
We're all fighting our own battles. We're all
Hmm.
facing struggles and challenges, but there is always an
True.
out. There is always, yes, hope.
True.
Yes.
Sometimes you might just feel, oh, I'm struggling and it's really hard to go to achieve this goal.
Right.
However, the
Yeah.
struggles actually make you stronger, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
when you finally encounter those hindrances
Yes.
again, you actually become stronger. So yeah,
Yes.
I love that. Yeah, I love that. And Anna, who do you believe will connect most with your book? And what kind of reader did you have in mind when writing it?
Wow, that's a really great question. I really believe that anyone searching for inspiration will
Mm-hmm.
connect with it, really. People going through hardships again, those interested
True.
in personal growth, or simply readers
Mhm,
who enjoy, stories that touch the heart, because this is a very, very, it's a very beautiful story, right?
true,
About
true.
emotions and people and love and hope and resilience. It's not just about a book about incarceration. It's a
Mhm,
book about being human.
mhm. True, true. When I was reading the synopsis, I was like, maybe this is a real story. So I was like, this can happen in the real life though. So yeah, and you're actually very good at weaving the stories because of the several characters that are away from each other. And then from the synopsis itself, I was
Yeah,
like, how can these people actually meet one day when they're
yeah,
actually far away from now? So that
yeah,
is actually so intriguing. It's like I'm watching a TV series or a film and I
yeah,
want to know more about it.
yeah.
That's
Thank you.
that's so great. Yeah, it's actually drawing me in into the book. So
I'm glad to
and
hear that.
yeah. And also, if someone is going through a difficult time, how can the lesson from your book help them?
I think that in my book, they will find comfort in knowing that they are not alone. Okay, which is
Hmm.
really important, right? A lot of times people think, why does this happen to me? Why am I dealing with this struggle? You're not
Hmm.
alone. I promise you.
True.
The wisdom in the book will remind us that challenges can actually shape us, not necessarily break us, right? And so it shows that even in the darkest places, there's always a light that will help
Hmm.
us guide us forward.
You know what? It just struck me. I just understood the title Missives of Wisdom
Oh
from
yeah,
an inmate. So
yeah,
the story actually gives you a lot of that's why it's about resilience. It actually uplifts the reader.
yes,
So that may be the reason why I really want to read this book because I'm into those types of stories where I could also get these lessons that I can apply
mhm,
in the real world. So
yeah,
I'm reading a riveting or a compelling story and
mhm.
drama. It's like watching a film and I cannot remove my eyes from it. So and then having the lessons, learning the lessons and applying them in real life because
Yes,
it's all
yes.
true, right? Yeah.
Yes. You'll see that
Yes,
you'll be able to relate a lot to,
true.
to the characters, but more importantly, you'll see why, the title is Missives of Wisdom, which
Mm-hmm.
missive is a letter, right? A letter
Mm-hmm.
you
Yes,
receive in the mail.
letter.
And so, yeah, anybody can relate to it. I promise you.
Yes. So all our viewers out there, I swear, just by reading the synopsis, you will get intrigued by it. Again, the title of the book is Missives of Wisdom from an Inmate, available on Amazon and Barnes and Noble. So Anna, as a published author and life coach, how does this book connect with your broader mission to inspire and guide others?
Oh, wow. So, my mission has always been to help people see their worth, to help
Mm-hmm.
them grow, and to help them live their purpose, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it shares wisdom that can lift up people, really encourage a healing, which is very important, and inspire them to take positive steps in their own lives.
Mm-hmm. That's really great. So, knowing that you are writing this book that's transformative, that's insightful, that's um, very uplifting,
Mhm.
what was the most challenging part of writing it? And what did you personally learn from the process?
The most challenging part was actually capturing the raw honesty of the
Mm-hmm.
inmate's reflection while keeping the message universal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I learned that wisdom is everywhere. You find it
Mm-hmm.
everywhere if we're
True.
willing to listen, really. Writing this book deepened my belief in the power of empathy and compassion
Mm-hmm.
in the world.
That's actually great. So I'm actually really excited to know more about this missives of wisdom. So so I am actually intrigued of these letters now. So I believe that one character is actually writing missives for his wife, and then for this character named Joel. So I'm like, maybe all of these letters have actually there's their own wisdoms in it. So I'm kind of excited to
Yeah.
know more about them. Yeah. So
Thank you.
and what do you hope the impact of missives of wisdom from an inmate will be, not only for individual readers but for society's view of transformation and second chances?
Well, I really hope to inspire readers to see that, every person has value, right? No matter what their
True.
past
Yes.
was. On a larger level, if I'm honest, I hope it encourages society to believe in second chances, to embrace
Yes.
forgiveness, and to understand that redemption is possible really for everyone.
Yes. And I believe you, everyone actually has a value. So even if you're struggling and you think that you cannot actually stand up anymore, you still actually have a value for all these other people.
Yes.
So your story is powerful. So it can actually change a lot of people too.
Yes.
So yeah, the struggles of the characters in it, the lessons that they
Yes.
give as well can be learned by real people as well, because they can apply it in real life.
Yes,
Yeah.
and you would be amazed. There's so many people, and I'm talking about men and women
Mm-hmm.
that have been incarcerated and are
Yes.
part of the prison system that
True.
once released, they actually don't waste a second chance.
Yes.
Wonderful, they make wonderful lives. They create success,
Mm-hmm.
and they find happiness. But more importantly, what I know from interviewing a lot of people through my book was
Mm-hmm.
that there is a lot of those ex-convicts, women and men, that they thrive, they find success, and then they go back and help others. We don't
Mm-hmm.
see this much in the news because that sort of coverage doesn't bring any, it does nothing. It's usually
True.
bad news that
True.
create high ratings, right? But
True.
there are a lot of men and women, we're human. We make one mistake, and some people end up in the prison system. Thank God, not me, not ever, right? But there are some people that, yeah, they're in the prison system and
Mm-hmm.
probably need to stay there forever because they're
Yeah.
not good, or men, or women. But at the end of the day, yes, there's a lot of success in this book. Missives of Wisdom from an Inmate is really
Mm-hmm.
an amazing story about a father's love and a
Mm-hmm.
mother's love and a
True.
son. and it just the way the story, just unveils. It's pretty amazing.
Mhm.
You don't realize that, okay, so that's what that means. That's why the title is a book, Missives of Wisdom from an Inmate. Yes.
Yeah, that's actually a way to go to
Yeah.
to end the interview. I really love the message and how
Thank
you
you.
actually treat the book and how you treat the
Yes.
message of the book so
Yeah.
that you can actually spread it to our viewers out there. And by the
Yes.
way, to all our viewers out there, Anna's book, Missives of Wisdom from an Inmate, will be displayed at the Guadalajara International Book Fair, and she will be there to sign copies of her book. So if you're intrigued about the
Yes.
book and you are actually available to go to Guadalajara, that's um, Feria International.
Yes.
Ana, can I just tell me if I'm saying this correctly? Feria Internacional del Libro del Guadalajara.
Sí, Feria Internacional
Internacional
del
del
Libro,
Libro.
en
Feria
Guadalajara.
Internacional del Libro de Guadalajara.
Sí,
So if
yes.
you want to go there, go check us out at Readers Magnet's booth. So Ana Silvia Contreras will be there
Yes.
to sign copies of her book, um, Missives of Wisdom from an Inmate. I really love that title because of the word missives. And by the way,
Yes.
to the audience out there, I actually just learned about the meaning of missives
Right?
when I
Yes.
learned about this
Yes.
book. Yeah. And right now, Anna, I'm going to give the spotlight to you. I want you to
Yes.
promote your book, your project,
Yeah.
and to our audience where we can find the book and your
Yes.
other project as well.
Thank you. First of all, I really want to thank you and your team for the
Mm-hmm.
opportunity, to speak to you and your audience. That means a
Mm-hmm.
lot to me. This project has such a huge meaning for me because I've always dreamed of inspiring so many people and of promoting, the hope, the resilience, the
Mm-hmm.
forgiveness, the compassion, all of that.
True.
So, my book, you can find it if you visit my website, www.missivesofwisdom.com. It takes you directly to my website. There is a link there where you can purchase it directly from Amazon, or you can go to Amazon as well and find the book. If you go to Barnes and Nobles, if you type in my name or the name of the title of the book, you can also find it there. So Missives of Wisdom from an Inmate is actually part one of a two book story. And
Mm.
so we currently released part two, which is titled Daniel's Catharsis. And
Mm-hmm.
so Daniel is the main character in Missives of Wisdom from an Inmate.
Mm-hmm.
And so Daniel comes back in part two. It's really a beautiful story. You can also find that book on my website or Amazon. They're really, really great stories. I think that there is a lot of diversity because I really promote the fact that there's so much beauty in different cultures, right? And some
Yeah.
of the characters that we find, especially in Daniel's Catharsis, is we have people that are Native American that are very powerful characters.
Mm-hmm.
We have a character that's Vietnamese, and
Mm-hmm.
and you realize that there's again so much beauty and diversity instead of people comparing themselves as to why somebody's culture is better than mine or mine is better. If you would
True.
take the time to get to know that person, and if you really get the time to appreciate the diversity of their culture, their language, their food, all of it, you would embrace it in such a beautiful way. So I'm excited. Yes, you can visit my website, again, www. Missives of Wisdom from an Inmate. And you can find both Missives, Wisdom from an Inmate there, as well as Daniel's Catharsis. Both of the books have really amazing reviews. These are people that actually bought my books, people that I don't necessarily know. I've gotten a lot of messages through Messenger. I've gotten a
Mm-hmm.
lot of emails because you can contact me on my website. You can go directly to my YouTube channel. You can go directly to my Facebook page. You can get a hold of me really in different ways. You can email me. And so I'd love to see anybody that will be in Guadalajara, the week of the end of November.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to see you there because I think it's going to be a really great opportunity to meet a lot of people. Yes. Thank you.
Okay, so that's Ana Silvia Contreras,
Yes.
the author of Missives of Wisdom from an Inmate. And her book is available on Amazon and Barnes and Noble. And she'll be signing copies of this book at the Guadalajara International Book Fair from November 29 to December 7, correct?
Yeah,
So she'll
yes,
be
yes,
there.
yes,
She'll be
exactly.
there through the duration. Also, her book is also available on her website. That's www.missivesofwisdom.com, with the part 2 of the book called Daniel's Catharsis.
Yes.
So, guys, just grab your copy right now and go ahead and search for Ana Silvia Contreras on Amazon, Barnes& and Noble, and on her website. That's www.missivesofwisdom.com.
Yes.
And it has been an awesome time with you, Anna. Thank you for
Thank you.
joining us here today.
Likewise. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for your time, and thank you for, all your support with my project. Okay. I hope you read my books,
Yes, I
and I
will.
hope you
Just so
love
good.
them, and tell everybody to read them.
Yes. So, guys, let's open the pages and unravel the secrets of your personal odyssey. And I believe that your ink never runs dry. So, go
Yes.
tell your story, you storyteller. And this is your host, Revan. And as we say it here at Reader's Magnet, we share your story with the world. Bye for now. Stay awesome.
Thank you, Revan. Bye.